Hey there, welcome back to another video. It's JP1970. You know, this is a video I really didn't want to do. I kind of tried not to do, talking about why I got rid of my KLR 650 from Kawasaki. But in one of my recent videos, one of my subscribers, I believe it was Nelson family, asked for an explanation. Why did I get rid of the KLR 650? Let's go for a ride. Let's talk about it.
And I guess it's only fitting that I'm on the bike that I actually traded the KLR in on, and this is my 2022 Ducati Scrambler night shift. This video, however, is not about this bike. I'm going to talk to you about why I got rid of the KLR. At the very start here, let me just say, I know a lot of people love those KLRs, and they have they've been great bikes for a lot of people. I'm not trying to put anybody on the defensive or, you know, don't take this as an attack against the KLR. I know it's a cult favorite, but these are just my reasons. So I guess it's only fitting that, that if we're going to talk about why I got rid of the KLR, I do it on the bike that I traded the KLR in to buy. 2022 Ducati Scrambler night shift, 803 cc's. Let me give you an explanation. Now, I'm only doing this because I was asked to, and here's the comment that was left in the comments asking me to talk about it, so I will gladly do so. Alright, so first of all, I suppose we should start with why I bought the KLR to begin with. I bought the KLR because I was hanging out with a buddy of mine named Adventure Glide, Jamie, and he rides a BMW GSA 1250, and he was out doing all kinds of fun adventures, and I wanted to go on some of those adventures with him. So so that's why I bought the bike, and I didn't know, you know, I already had $20-something thousand tied up in my Honda Goldwing, which is my main bike. And if you haven't seen those videos, I'll put a couple of links at the end of this one, and you can see my main bike. But anyway, so yeah, so I bought that KLR because I wanted to do some adventure riding. I wanted to get out and experience that dual sport life, you know. And so that was my motivation. I just wanted to get off-road. I live in Nevada, which Nevada is like, I don't know, 85% dirt. So there's all kinds of off-roading to be done in this great state. So that was my motivation in buying the bike. And I didn't want to spend a lot of money. And I saw that the KLR was, well, the one I bought, I believe it was the full Monty, the full adventure model with side cases and a tail rack and, you know, all that, the fairing and a USB port and all that good stuff. It was like, I don't know, under $8,000. So that's a hell of a deal, right? So so that was kind of why I bought it. So now, fast forward, then I get the bike and I ride the bike. I had the bike for 6 months, and my findings were, number one, that for a short guy, it's not a great bike, okay? It's just not a great bike. I got 29-inch inseam. I got, you know, I'm about 5'8", and I had a hard time reaching the ground. I just had a hard time getting on and off the bike. And so the first reason that I got rid of the KLR was because I just think it was, you know, I was poorly suited for it. My build, my stature, if you will. And so so that was one reason. Too tall. It was just too heavy. It was a lot of bike to manage. So it was like just under 500 pounds. And so I didn't feel real confident on the bike. So so that was the number one reason. The second reason was I was looking at the build quality of the bike, and you know, I don't know. I know, listen, I know that there is a faithful following of KLR people, and you know, at the risk of offending you guys, I didn't think it was built all that well. It just seemed like I mean, I had the bike a week and I was already like, screws had fallen out, you know, for the seat, or I don't know, the fairing. There were just like screws had fallen out in the first week of ownership, and the dealer had to replace them. I kind of thought that was, you know, I didn't really like that. So so it just didn't seem like it was, you know, all that quality, you know, all that quality built. So you know, and that's just my take, you know, it's my experience. So the third and final reason was I had concerns, safety concerns. If you haven't seen, I wiped out on that bike numerous times. I probably have half a dozen videos of me wiping out on that thing. And the last time that I went down, not even off-road, just on the street, because the bike that I had, and there are other models available, and some do have ABS brakes, but the one I was riding did not have ABS brakes, and so I believe that was a big factor in why I wiped out that last time. Here, I'll put a link to it here, and if you haven't seen that, you can check it out. But in that accident, I cracked or fractured 3 ribs. And I screwed up my foot. I mean, I was walking around with a boot on, you know. Anyway, but I know just because of the pain that I felt, you know, I definitely had some fractured ribs, and probably had a fractured foot too. But I don't know. So anyway, so I don't know. You know, it's again, I know it's a super popular bike. I know a lot of people really love it, but for me, it just didn't work out. I didn't feel it was that my body, you know, I was very well suited for it physically. I wasn't real impressed with the build quality of the bike, and finally I didn't think it was that safe. I would even go so far as to say I kind of feared for my life riding the thing, and that was my experience. So hopefully that clears up any questions. If anybody is wondering why I got rid of my KLR, that's why. There's the explanation. Again, this was a video that I really didn't plan on doing, but thanks to that subscriber who requested it, here you go. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. This is JP1970, and I will see you in the next one. Take care now.